A family is in shock tonight after a mother and daughter went on a camping trip but never returned home.
I knew that my worst nightmare had come true.
Here I am at home, wringing my hands, wondering where my daughter's at.
He was, I would say, devastated.
I think they had researched how to do it.
They definitely know where Kayla and Heather are.
One day we will find Kayla. I knew that my worst nightmare had come true.
A family is in shock after a mother and daughter went on a camping trip but never returned.
Here I am at home, wringing my hands, wondering where my daughter's at.
He was, I would say, devastated.
I think they had researched how to do it.
They definitely know where Kayla and Heather are.
One day we will find Kayla.
Someday, Kayla will grow up and she will remember that she was lied to.
My relationship with Heather was, I'd kind of describe it as extreme. I feel like we had somewhat of a infatuous love for one another, and it kind of led to some problems. You know, the first time I saw my daughter back from the hospital, Heather told me she wanted to break up with me. I just kind of thought that was ridiculous.
He went from being extremely happy to being extremely depressed. I remember how heartbroken he was.
When our relationship ended, we didn't have any sort of custody in place.
Heather didn't really want Ryan in Kayla's life. She was always very difficult. She's very controlling.
Kayla was never allowed over to our house. We always had to go somewhere public.
She and her mother always blamed Ryan for ridiculous things. You know, that he didn't feed her on time. He didn't feed her exactly what she was supposed to eat. Just silly things like that, you know, that weren't true.
Heather was saying I couldn't see Kayla because she had some rare health problems. And when the GAL went to research her claims, he found out that they weren't true. I didn't want to believe that my daughter's mother would say things like that and lie about that. It was clear that she was saying that to influence the court case so that I would have less time with my daughter.
And Heather was not happy about that at all. Her whole family showed up and stared Ryan down.
They don't want Heather to not get her own way. Heather always has to have her own way.
Losing control, I think that might have triggered it.
He's really cute. He's spotted and he has a white belly.
I went to go pick Kayla up because she had an extended weekend with Heather. Heather's father came to the door and he just kind of had a big smile on his face and said, "Oh yeah, they're not here, they're camping." And I said, "You're kidding me. She knows I'm picking Kayla up." And he's like, "Yeah, sorry." And then he just close the door. That's it.
That was the moment that he'd been dreading, because he always thought that was a possibility, that she could just, run off with her.
My daughter was gone, and I knew it.
A family is in shock tonight after a mother and daughter went on a camping trip but never returned home.
I basically had filed missing persons for both Heather and Kayla immediately, but there's basically a grace period before they would do something about it. And the weekend comes and it's like everyone went home and to their families, and here I am at home, wringing my hands, wondering where my daughter's at. Their strategy was going to be, we'll just wait and see if her car gets flagged, getting pulled over or something like that. They had found out that her car had been sold in Georgia a week or two later after the abduction.
The search for Kayla Unbehaun has now moved to Georgia.
Heather's a creative person. She likes photography and art, and that was her dream, to live in Athens.
I think she's always been a little extreme in the way she has wanted to live her life. Definitely seems like something she would be interested in doing is living off the grid. She may even be with her brother, who also disappeared. Heather and her brother were very close. In fact, he moved to Georgia before she did originally. I think it's really hard to just disappear and go off the grid completely without some sort of plan.
They found a computer with sites that he'd investigated for people who want to disappear.
Organizations that would conceal your identity.
I think that they had planned this in some way. I think they had researched how to do it, and then the plan was, she would immediately disappear, and then he would join up with her, and somehow he is helping her. They may even be posing as a couple and just working for cash.
I think they're just living a transient life.
I don't even know if Kayla's going to school at this point, because they're on the run.
Heather's family knows where Heather and Kayla are. I am certain of that.
One day we will find Kayla.
Kayla, we will always take you back. We will always love you for who you are, no matter what happens.
Peekaboo! Peekaboo!
Kayla, I love you so much, and I want nothing more than to have you back in my life and have many years of good times together, and have you be a part of everyone's life who loves you.